pour the wine. This cup I drink to the land and nation. I drink to drain away a sky ablaze with war. I drink so the night ceases its howling over these old roofs. I drink so my heart does not turn to stone amidst this frenzied chaos. The world is turned upside down. Everyone wears a mask. Words of benevolence and righteousness often weigh no more than wisps of incense smoke. Here I sit, a solitary shadow, a single lamp, a lone cup, listening to the blood-red banners billowing wildly outside. What is life but a dusty game of chess? The victor's laughter fades into the sound of funeral bells before it is even complete. Those who uphold integrity often wear bodies clad in rags, while the treacherous villains strut about in golden sashes. War horses neigh upon the ancient city walls. Even the rustling of dry leaves is mistaken for the sound of invading troops. Tonight, the lanterns still glow red in countless noble mansions, yet the poor remain shivering amidst the shrouding mist. I have seen crimson towers crumble into desolate ruins. I have seen the courtly anthems shift their melodies time and again. I've seen those who but yesterday held sway and issued commands. Today they turn their backs in haste, becoming strangers in an instant. With their mouths they speak of the nation, with their hands they push the people into the abyss. Their robes are embroidered with dragons, yet their hearts are savage and cruel. That crimson brush writes 1,000 lines of eloquent prose, yet it cannot conceal a single drop of bloodshed in suffering. Pour it out, pour it once more. Let me drink to this air, a teetering on the brink. Pour it out, drain the cup dry. Let the bitterness transform into a song. Though life may be as savage as a tiger or a wolf in the marketplace, I still carry a burning fire deep within my soul. Though love may be as fickle as the waning moon over the riverbank, I still hold fast to a single fervent cry from the heart. What is love in these times when faces change so easily? It is but a single blossom that, having barely unfurled, is already torn from the branch. A vow, barely given time to dry beneath the sun, has already dissolved like the first cup of wine at nightfall. People arrive with lips curved in the sweetest smiles, then depart in a silence sharper than a nail. I clung forever to a sky of bygone days ablaze with red fire, only to be left now with nothing but my own shadow. But must one cease living simply because of pain? Must one abandon all faith and love because of the fickleness of human hearts? If that was so, what meaning would the moon and stars still hold? If that was so, even the trees and grasses would wither in desolation. I would rather harbor 1,000 cuts within my heart than live a life of smoothies, yet utter solitude. Better to burn brightly for a single minute with righteous spirit than to exist for 100 years as a withered fading shadow. Outside, the wind sweeps through the desolate ruins of the city walls, sounding like echoes of ancient history, resounding through the long night. How many heroes have returned to rest beneath the meadow grasses? How many beauties have turned to dust upon the earth? Only those who still cherish humanity and the world dare to sit alone and drink their wine in the company of sorrow. The first cup I toast to the ancients who lost their kingdoms. The second cup to old friends now parted and far away. The third cup to my own heart, whose depths of feeling are not yet drained. And the final cup I offer to the profound deep night itself. Pour on, pour yet more wine. Let me drink until the dawn breaks bright and clear. Pour on, drain the cup to the very dregs. Let this solid to transform into a mournful epic song. a dream that has not yet aged. Tomorrow, should the light rise upon a sky of gray, I shall set forth once more, like the grass growing resiliently behind the city walls, carrying with me a cup of the night, still fragrant with the scent of wine, carrying a heart that aches with pain, yet remains gentle and kind. This chaotic age may not yet have fully passed. The human heart may not easily return to peace, but as long as life remains, there are things one must hold dear. A steadfast heart, a cup of wine, and the promise of a new dawn.